They're very much alike. There's a magnetism between both of them. They're very much alike and they complement each other. You really get to feel that when you're with them.
Oh, beautiful. She's a gorgeous girl inside and out. But she was particularly prepared for today in her gown and in her spirit. We know her spirit pretty well.
Kristin seemed very, very relaxed and calm. I think she was more nervous about everything running smoothly. I think she was very confident and about marrying my brother and knew he was the one, and you could tell that she was very happy.
Ever since Kristin was born, that cool March 4th morning, I brought Sue to Bryn Mawr Hospital. She's been just a joy. Her personality developed. She developed a warm spirit, a soft and sensitive heart, a determined and competitive spirit which showed up in her athletics and anything she put her mind to. And a great sense of humor, which basically is a necessity in our family to survive. So.
This was a note for our life, to see all these, what used to be little kids now come together with their own families. So it was a special day, very special.
So Kristin and Preston started dating at Georgetown. And Sue and I thought, well, maybe we should get to know Preston. I mean, you know, in case something gets serious or something like that, you know.
The best thing also was to see all the cousins come together from 18 different states and meet each other. After years ago, they played together on the beach at Ocean City, New Jersey.
Kristin, our wedding day has finally come. I have been waiting for this day since we met at Georgetown. You are one of my best friends, and now you will be my wife. I am so lucky to love someone as special as you, to spend and share the rest of my life with. I love you so much. Love, Preston.
Aww. So
Very sweet.
So we're in the kitchen, we're talking about Preston, and you know, I said, Kristin, Preston's just like your dad. Not a good thing to say, not a good thing. You know, I thought it was humorous, a little clever, you know, no. Kristin didn't say a word. Kristin gives me the big eyes. And the big eye roll, you know, like, what are you talking about? So I had to adjust my comparison a bit. So I said, well, actually, Kristin, no, sure, no, he's obviously way better looking than I am. He's far more intelligent, has a much more appropriate sense of humor than I do. And oh yeah, he was all Long Island, all New York State football, running back and quarterback. And oh yeah, he was all American lacrosse player as well. But they're both Long Island boys. So she couldn't refute that argument.
We found my dress at the wedding shop joint, and I just wanted something simple. What's special is this little brooch that I'm wearing is Preston's. Actually, it was a great aunt's brooch, so something old. I just love the lace. It has 2 layers of lace, and the style is simple.
I could think about it 1,000 more times.
picture of my mother and grandmother, of them looking at each other with her fixing her veil. And then I have a picture of myself and my mother in the same kind of pose, picture fixing the veil.
It's treated you coldly before, left you lonely. Overnight anymore, I was made.
For the first time as husband and wife, the wonderful couple that made this evening so special, the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Preston, Connell.
With the touch of your lips, oh.
More than perfect. If anything can be more than perfect, this was more than perfect. So everything was just great. Music was great. Couldn't have been better.
Well, they obviously fell in love again and again and again, and the day has progressed very much in their favor. They have such a group of friends, they're surrounding them. And as my wife has said, one thing impresses us about all these people is the compatibility. There is no offense, there is no insult, there is no taking issue one with another. The friends that we have in these overlapping circles are all very compatible, and for that we're very, very thankful.
I was made to love you strongly.
They've been dating since I wanted to say sophomore year, Preston's year. So that would be, she's a year older, so junior year in college. I mean, that's 8-9 years. They knew each other for 10 years. They've been planning it for a year, pretty much to the day. I mean, I think they got engaged late October. So it's been it feels like a quick 2 months, but you know, it's been a year.
They bring out the silly side in each other. They're both very funny around one another. They're just themselves. They're very compatible. And you could just tell that they're fit.
I feel extremely lucky as I have gained another wonderful friend in Preston. Both of them are generous, kind, and fabulous individuals. We are here to celebrate their love for one another and their sacred union. I love you both and wish you every happiness.
They visited each other from Philly to New York quite often. Preston too came down from New York to Philly, you know, numerous times. They went out of their way to see each other, and I think that's awesome. I think they didn't really need to try hard just because I think they're really compatible with each other. Looking out from the outside, if it looks like hard work, it really wasn't hard work when they were doing it because, you know, they just wanted to see each other and they wouldn't think of it as work.
So let's raise our glasses and toast to a lifetime of good fortune, prosperity, and joy to Kristin and Preston. Cheers!
Just really happy that this day finally has come. I know there's a lot of hype, and the hype has lived up to the hype, and it's just incredible. You know, obviously wish them all the best in their future, and I just, you know, love both of them with all my heart.
It was glorious. It was glorious. The whole service was really beautiful. The girls were beautiful. Preston was so handsome. Couldn't have been better. The music was great. The homily was great. It was a wonderful experience to see such a special person meet another special person to spend their lives together. It was very rewarding for an old grandmother.
I, Preston, take you, Kristin,
I, Preston, take you, Kristin,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
and I promise,
before God and these witnesses,
to be your loving and faithful husband, in plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health, as long as we both shall live. Kristin, repeat after me. I, Kristin, take you, Preston,
I, Kristin, take you, Preston,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
and I promise,
before
God and these witnesses, to be your loving and faithful wife, in plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health, as long as we both shall live.
Perhaps the most important thing I've learned about Preston is that he truly has a heart of gold. And for the past 9 years, I've witnessed just how much he's loved Kristin with it. They say you're lucky when you find two people at an early age you can trust and rely on. But it's rare when you find two people at an early age you can really look up to. Preston, I couldn't be more honored to be the one standing up here today. And I couldn't consider myself any more blessed to be so close to the two of you.
Preston, take this ring and place it upon her finger. And say these words. This ring I give you. As a sign of our constant faith. And abiding love. In the name of the Father. And the Son. And the Holy Spirit. Kristin, take this ring and place it upon his finger. And say these words. This ring I give you. As a sign of our constant faith. And abiding love. In the name of the Father. And the Son. And of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Kristin and Preston, by their exchange of rings and vows, are united in holy wedlock. Their matrimony here brings together countless friends and loved ones from across this nation in joyous celebration.
You may now kiss the bride.
I think the world is their oyster, whatever they want. It's up to them to decide what they want to do and just go do it. It's whatever they want to make of it.
Everything looks beautiful. All our friends and family are just enjoying each other's company. The two of them brought everybody together, and you can see that everybody's having great times. And every time I look at them, they're smiling and enjoying themselves, enjoying one another, and I think that they'll be really happy with their wedding day.
They both have their own little quirks about them, and I think that makes them so unique and special.
I think they'll finally move into the apartment together officially in Philadelphia, and for now, you know, the first step. And then of course down the road start a family, and I think as long as they have each other, as my dad said, they could do anything and live a happy life together.
Oh, Preston and Kristin, we love you both. We are happy for your companionship and for your marriage, and we know the best is going to be yours all life through, even as I said in my prayer.
think they're a great couple. They complement each other, and I wish them the best and all the happiness in the world. And I'm really excited to have Kristin in our family, and just sharing memories and holidays together and the future with them. And I love them both.
This is dedicated to Kristin and Preston on their fabulous, beautiful day, September 29th, 2012.
So is this the first time tying the bow tie?
I think I tied it once about 100 years ago. He did it this way.
Yeah, that one's fine too. That's good. Pulling it like that.
Yes! Got it? Oh my lord. Let's see!
Jeff, if you hadn't been
Mr. Worthing, you saved the day. That looks awesome.
It does.
They're good or what?
It's good looking. It's good looking, isn't it?
Good, yeah.
So these two you don't pull, you gotta pull.
No, you pull the back of the fold.
And the back of the fold.
Thank you. Looking good. Pretty sharp. Yeah.
Like the bow.
Is that a video or a?
Video, yeah.
It is. Crap. So how do we know when it's on?
We don't know. That's the point.
Because it was like right here, and I didn't know if there was a robe on, and I'm like, what?
You know they're gonna scream for her. You know they're gonna totally scream when they see her.
I'm so excited.
I don't really have a name, but I'm going by Big Smith right now.
I don't really have a name when you got it all laid out.
Oh, yes.
After the blue, I had to head to the loo. I popped some gum in my mouth, and I started to chew and spit some game on these hoes that were talking to me. Shot that shit a little over some crumpets and tea.
Thursday afternoon. That my high school lacrosse coach used to call me Grimace. For those of you who don't know, that's the short, fat, purple guy from McDonald's. All right? Well, I came home one day from class only to find Picasso over there putting the finishing touches on a life-size picture of Grimace right on my bedroom wall. And he was waving at me, too.
Give it to me. Bring it over to me. It's too far away.
I know your trip to Cabo on Monday won't feel the same without me there. I got a little something for you guys just to ensure that it feels like old times for you guys to bring along with you. So make sure you pack your bags with this, all right?
You know what a node is? A node in one, don't laugh, Stevie. A node in some, you wanted me to talk, didn't you? Yes.
Please tell me. What's a node?
You don't, a node is, you told me what a node is something special in one's life, like a wedding, a baptism, a funeral, that's a graduation, that's a node. This is a node for our family. Stephen, are you laughing at me?
I'm saying a funeral's a very high point, yeah.
I didn't say it had to be a high point.
I was commenting on his...
It's a node. I think you missed the point of what I was saying. Go on. I've got 2 more minutes.